AFTV Troopz, time to get into the player ratings. You know what? I'm going to spin it on his head, actually.
We're going to do like a season rating.
I'm going to do a player ratings in the Premier League.
Okay.
This season. Rather than just do player ratings for today, because today's game didn't really...
There was nothing to it.
Yeah, so I'm going to do a player ratings for the season, right? And just put the main players in it. LENO.
8. I think he's had a great season, blood. You understand? I think if he was in any other team, he would be competing for the top trophies.
Yeah.
You get me? The saves he's made in this season, like we've needed a goalie for a long time. You get me? And when he first come, he weren't the starter, and we was pushing, saying, "Yo, he needs to start." You understand? And you've seen this year that he's just commanded it, blood. You understand? He needs to improve his kicking, and I think that he needs to speed up a bit. You get me? He needs to be quicker with that. So when it comes, don't
playing out from the back. Yeah,
don't dilly on it, blood. Just move it quick. But I think like he's had a great season, blood. Very, very, very close to being player of the season, blood.
Okay.
You understand?
MARTINEZ, another keeper. Is the guy's come in since the lockdown. Came in after Leno got injured at that Brighton game. He's been good as well, isn't he?
I have to give Emmy a 9, to be honest.
Higher?
I have to give him a higher rating because when he came in, everyone was panicking. Oh, we lost Leno. The defense is shit. Who's gonna come save us? This brother ain't played for. He's been here 10 years. He ain't done nothing. Our last memory of him was Reading 7-5. When them foolish goals he let in. There was a couple goals. I remember watching that game. That's the day when I found out that I was having a son, Trey. It was that day. So I was happy. I come home and with my brethren, I'm saying, well, I'm 4-0 down now. Walker, luckily.
I remember that game.
You remember that game, innit? Yeah. Oh my God, fam. I said, I thought it was going to be a beautiful day. I found out I'm having my son, firstborn. Arsenal's playing now, Reading away. I should slap these man. Man's 4-0 down by the 35th minute or something down. So when he's got us to the final, the amount of clean sheets he's kept, he has made some mad saves. He's made saves that you could say, for me, that save from Trent is the save of the century, blood. It's the save of the century. The save of the century, I ain't seen a save like that, blood. Because the timing of it, the deflection, he was full, blood. Man was moving like Superman in the cup, blood. You understand? Superman, Batman, all of them, blood. Stretch arms strong, his team was mad. You understand? 9 for him, blood. 9.
All right. Got a couple of right backs too.
Yeah, blood.
We'll leave Cedric out of it for now because he ain't played many games. We'll go Bellerin.
6.
6.
Yeah, I'm 7. Because he's improved.
Coming back from injury.
The Chelsea.
It's been a hard season for him, you know.
Yeah, the Chelsea game, he got us back in it. For me, that was one of his best performances. Cut, man. Welcome to this fly, blood. Get me, Bellerin trying to send man around me. You have to give him a 7. You get me? Man got the drop, blood. You get me? Try to send this a karate fly. But yeah, 6. You get me? Because
6. I
think he kind of dipped when we was all calling for him to come out, but then when he came out and he came back in, he looked a lot better, blood. You understand? It's like Arteta put his arm around him. You get me? So yeah, I give Bellerin a 6.
Ainsley, who's Maitland-Niles, he played it right back for a lot of this season as well. And
for me, it was wrong for him to be dropped when he was dropped and Bellerin came back into the side because Ainsley was doing wonders.
He'd hit a bit of form, hadn't he?
You understand? You saw that you could see Pepe was getting better because he had that he had that behind him. You understand? He had Ainsley producing. You understand? Overlapping, helping him. But knows how to play Pepe's game. Defensively as well, he's been strong, blood. Man played left back, right back. You play him anywhere. He's putting in solid performances, blood. For me, 8.
8.
Get me?
Okay.
Because for me, Ainsley I can't. Last season, I can remember him being suspect, especially coming to the end of the season. In Baku, one of the goals was his fault. You understand? But this season, he's been different when he's gone in, blood.
Okay, Tierney, left-hand side.
Tierney, I give an 8 as well, blood. I think he's done really well in his first season. Came into the club with a bad injury.
Lucky with injuries, isn't it?
You understand? Got injured again. At West Ham, when we saw, we could see like, yo, we got a left back here now, blood. Came back again after the break. He's probably been one of the most consistent players since we've come out of lockdown, blood. You understand? Moving from Celtic as well, adjusting to London. You get me? It's not all of this lad and we. You get me? He's adjusted to it, blood. Man can chat to him on a level and you understand, man. You wouldn't be like, the fuck is this guy seeing? You understand? He'll understand the lingo, blood. And he's a top left back, blood. And he never hides.
Okay. 8 for him. Kolasinac.
Boy, them boy there, 3.
3?
Yeah, you understand? Because every time you go in there, he make mistakes. He don't look comfortable. For me, he's not good enough. He's cost us vital games, i.e. the North London derby. You cannot be making the mistakes in that kind of game. You understand? For me, that's the World Cup final. You get me? That's the World Cup final now. That's the big one. And you're doing it. You're doing that, bro. You understand? Literally 3, fam.
Centre backs now. David Luiz.
People will say this is a bit harsh, but I probably have to give him a 4.
4?
Yeah, I think the amount of mistakes he's made, we can't forget.
A lot of sending offs.
A lot of sending offs, a lot of penalties.
He set a record after today with the most penalties given away of an individual player.
He literally gave away 3 penalties, I think 3 or 2 penalties his whole entire Chelsea career, and he's come here and done this in 1 season, blood. Yeah, he's had moments where he's looked like Aldair, but more time he's looked like Stefanos. You get me? So, a 4 from Luiz, fam.
Okay, Mustafi.
He didn't even start this season. It was Ljungberg that put him back in. And since he's come in, obviously, Mustafi's got his mistakes. But I'd probably give Mustafi a 5. Because I think he's done all right. But yet again, you've got that lapse in your concentration. You've got that lapse in your game. You have players know they can get a mistake out of you. You understand? But I think he's done better.
Holding.
So, Holding. He ain't really played a lot, blood. You understand? When he's come in, some games he's looked good, some games he's looked bad. He takes his time to get into the game. It's probably standard 5, man.
Chambers
did all right before he got injured, you know. The right back spot was his, fam. He was doing well with it, blood. You understand? We weren't even really saying, yo, why aren't you playing Ainsley? Because Callum was doing a job. Then he got the injury, unfortunate as well. I'll give Callum a 6, blood.
Okay, Mary ain't really had many games, so we won't score him yet.
Yeah.
Socrates.
He hasn't really had a lot of game time this year.
Well, he was up until Arteta come in. Arteta was playing him at right back and he was just fancy him as a centre back.
Yeah, but he played well at right back.
Did he?
If you remember, everyone was like, yo, we might as well play Socrates right back because he's better there than the centre, blood. And then somebody actually said to me, a Greek supporter, said that for Greece, he actually played right back. That was his position. And when he first went to Dortmund, he was bought as a right back. And because of injuries, he was converted into a centre back. I thought to myself, this guy's big and he's slow. You understand? But he could have been like that Ivanovic type right back. But Socrates, my guy, fam. You get me? Showed love when you met little man. Big at yourself, blood. But this season, you get me? He was mad suspect, blood. You understand? Mad suspect, bro. And I have to give you a 4.
All right, let's move into the midfield. Ceballos.
Danny Ceballos. Started off well. We thought it was the answer to Santi, and then he just faded away, turned into spinning top. And then Arteta's brought him back again. You understand? I think he's done really well since the lockdown. He's a vital part of the midfield. You understand? I give Ceballos a 6.
Xhaka. Talk about a mixed season, Xhaka.
This now you're talking mixed, blood, because the man never gave a shit. He disrespected the badge, he disrespected the club, he disrespected the fans, he disrespected the manager, he disrespected his teammates, he disrespected himself. But then the comeback has been unbelievable, Jeff. You understand? It's been unbelievable, blood, because for me, when he don't play in that midfield, there's problems. We get overrun, we lose the battle. You understand? He brings that calmness to the team. This is what people used to say to me about him. Now I'm starting to see it. You understand? I think he's done really well this year. I think the captaincy was a bit too much pressure for him. He is a leader, but I think he leads better without the armband. You get me? I'll give Xhaka a 7.
Willock.
That goal at Liverpool, blood, in the Carling. Jesus Christ, blood. I have to get that one out first, bro. Because I think my knee should have gone from then. You understand? Because the scenes was unbelievable, blood. He's done really well this year. He done well in the Europa, but this is the Premier League. He ain't really played a lot in the Prem. I think he scored in the Prem, no? You understand? I give him a 5.
Okay. TORREIRA.
4. I think he just don't look interested. I think he's homesick. There's some players that can't handle the Premier League, no matter how good you are or talent you have. I think he's one of them. You understand? I'm going to miss him when he goes.
You think he'll go?
Yeah, I think he'll go. I think if we're trying to get him partying then, man, then we need to free up space in the midfield. You understand? Obviously, Ceballos will probably be a loan if we go for him again. Partey will probably be the signing, but I'm hearing that Partey's going to sign a new deal at Atletico, so you get me? I don't think that will happen. But I think TORREIRA will go. Okay,
Guendouzi.
He started off well. He was the, like, remember in that run of games, it was him. I remember that assist for Abra in the derby. He never shies away. You understand? But I don't know, man. You've done Arteta dirty, blood, and you haven't been seen. You get me? And we haven't missed you, to be honest. You understand? I have to probably give Guendouzi a 5, blood.
Ozil.
0.
0?
Yeah. He ain't done nothing. Nothing against him. He ain't played. He ain't done nothing. What's he done? Tweet. You understand? Furthermore, send me your Fortnite name. You play my son. You understand? Send him some skins. You get me?
Oh dear. SAKA.
8.
Breakout season.
I think he has done wonders, blood. Wonders, fam. He's so confident, blood. You understand? End product. Everything. Direct. Doesn't dilly-dally on it. Knows when to play the final ball. He's a top prospect, blood. He signed a new deal. Our new number 7. He deserves that 7 shirt as well, blood. He's been 1 season. But the ability of that kid. Not no Mkhitaryan. What the fuck, blood? That's our number 7, blood. You understand? But blood clot Saka. You get me? I hear Nigeria's trying to tap him up. You get me? I see Kelechi getting excited. Tying them man there as well. You understand? Just hopefully he plays for England, blood. Because if you look at the England team, like with the youth then coming through, you got Saka, Greenwood, Sancho, Sterling's there, Rashford. You understand? There's a lot coming through, especially in the firepower. Foden and them man there. You get me? Like, it's a mad thing, bro. But yeah, Saka gets an 8, fam.
Okay, Pepe.
I give Pepe a 7. I think he's had a decent first season, blood. He's been involved in, I think, 19 goals. You understand? He scored some bangers, blood. The West Ham banger, the Brighton banger, the free kicks in the Europa. Even though it's just in the Europa rating, them you have to add that into it, blood. But I think for his first season in the Premier League, he's done well. You understand? You're starting to see the real Pepe. I think next season is going to be lighting up the place, blood. You understand? I give Peps a 7.
Okay, Reece Nelson.
He ain't really had a...
They ain't had loads of games,
yeah,
right?
I give him a 5. Because when he's come in, he's looked all right. So yeah, 5.
Lacazette.
Like our blood clots that. People doubted him. He come back. The guy scores in big games, performs in big games. Does his thing. I get like a 6.
Aubameyang.
9. I have to give that man a 9, blood. He's carried us through the season at times, blood. You understand? Without his goals, I think we'd be like 14th or something. It's only 4 places lower, but you get me? We would have been in a relegation battle. You understand? Like, the amount of times he saved us, blood. You get me? Like, he needs to just, man just needs to give him the contract, blood. It's simple as that, bro. You get me? He scored, look how much goals he scored in the time he's been here. 2.5 years, blood. You understand? He broke records, blood. Fastest to 50. You get me? Like, come on, man.
Can't think of any other of the main players. I think we've covered all of them. Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie.
Eddie Nketiah.
He started off the season on loan at Leeds. He done well. When he come back, he done all right. Scored some goals, put in some good performances. I give Eddie a 6, blood.
Okay. Right, managers now.
Yeah.
We'll start with Emery, because we've had 3 of them this season.
Yeah. 4. I think he never got what he wanted in the window. There's certain players he wanted and they wouldn't go for them. I think the players he did, I think there's some players he brought in that were absolute gems. Martinelli, you You understand? You have
Oh,
to,
we forgot Martinelli.
Oh, see, Gabs. You did it there? Gabs, you have to give Gabs an 8 blood as well.
Yeah, he's been brilliant.
The star
Forgot about sorry, Martinelli, man.
Yeah, my bad, Gabs.
Yeah, Martinelli, yeah, he's been, again, breakthrough season, exceptional.
He's been on fire, blood. That goal at Chelsea, he's just cool.
Scored a lot of goals, assists. He was been excellent.
When Abba was out, he picked up the reins.
Yeah.
And he carried us, blood. And for a youth man to do that.
I think we've missed him in this lockdown thing.
Yeah,
as well.
we have, because he would have been vital coming off the bench.
Yeah, yeah.
He would have started certain games as well. Because he can play on either side of the flank. He can play down the middle. Yeah. You understand? He can play along the front three, blood. He just signed a new thing as well. He'll be back in the I think December he'll be back, full training. What, Martinelli sent one now as well. Like Gabs, blood, I done you now. And we on an 8. I said no.
All right, so 8 for Martinelli, but
8. Yeah, Emery.
So Emery 4.
Yeah, 4. Because like you got Peps, Tierney, Martinelli. But then like just the way you were playing was just stupidness, blood.
I'm surprised
you just lost.
I wouldn't have given him a 4. He'd have been lower from me. Man.
I think the players let him down as well. You get me? I think the players let him down.
I never used to know what we were under.
But that's the thing as well. We lost.
You know, he set the foundation for a very poor period. The whole SAKA thing. You know, raffling the captaincy card and thing and all that. I don't know, man. I was very unimpressed.
Yeah, I gave him a 3.
Ljungberg.
Yeah, Emery gets a 3, not 4. Remember that? 3.
Ljungberg.
Freddie. He got us our first away win at West Ham. You understand? He brought a bit. Freddie was the reason. Freddie started playing Pepe. Pepe started coming alive under fucking Freddie, and then when Arteta came in, Arteta picked it up. You understand? I think Freddie, what he came into, it was tough, blood, and he's a legend of the club, blood.
There was no kick on there, was there? There was no. When he came in, there was no. You know, you're looking for that bounce.
Yeah.
There was no bounce.
But I think the players also knew that he was just like a stopgap.
Yeah, but even so, you saw Everton when that Ferguson came in, there was a bounce.
Yeah, but
when Freddie came in, there was no bounce.
Yeah, but Freddie's not a manager, blood. Anyway, you understand?
He's a coach. Ferguson.
You get me? But he wants to go into management. I can't really see Freddie going into management. You get me? But I give Freddie a 5, man. Standard 5. Because we got the away win. You get me?
It's about the only thing.
Yeah, I don't mind, bro.
And I respect
I had
Freddie.
more fun under. I had more fun under Freddie than I had under Emery, blood.
Yeah. And then Arteta, 3rd manager of the season. 8th finish. FA Cup final.
8th FA Cup final.
But a lot of optimism in the team.
He's turned Xhaka around. He's signed
been bringing the best out of some players.
Yeah. Arteta sent one now. 7?
7?
I think to get to the final in your first management job, Arsenal Football Club, the way you came into it, you've done well. You understand? I'm happy with what I see. I can see a plan. I can see that I see we've got a goal. I know where we're going. I'm with you. You understand? I just hope this fucking board is with you as well, blood. Because that's the most important thing. Without the board support, we're fucked, G. You understand? So, Cronkies, make man excited, blood.
All right. So that's the player ratings. I'm not going to ask him for Cronky's rating because I probably know. It's his fly.
Look, Cronky said one. You see this one, though? I won't be nice. I won't be nice how I was. This one will get that one.
We'll reserve that rating till the summer. Those are the player ratings. Let us know in the comments below what your ratings have been for the players. It has not been a good Premier League. 8th, our worst ever finish in the Premier League. It's not been good enough. We've got to step it up for next season. Robbie here from AFTV. We just got to say a big thank you to everybody who follows us across our various channels. Over 1 million followers on YouTube. Don't forget, you can now also catch us on Reddit. We're on Reddit, so get involved with us on Reddit and also on TikTok. Keep it AFTV, baby, right here.